Hello everyone, welcome to our pre-class video. So in this week we will explore mediated youth culture. We will define how youth culture are mediated through digital and social media platforms, and we will explore some specific key themes and topics to understand and the complexities and underlying context of mediated youth cultures. So how we can define youth culture? So youth culture can be defined as a part of increasingly culture of shared ideas whose interaction take place not in physical space such as a street, club, or festival, but also in a virtual space like facilitated by social media platforms, right? So being a youth or youth culture can be seen as a part of like making party or in a cafe or in a restaurant, right? Or in a making staying together, making fun like a festival. So, but it can be replaced with the virtual space, right? And so it can be defined as a mediated space or mediated youth space. So here I just want to highlight some specific key points that can help you to understand some basic idea about the social implication of youth and digital media in a 5 domains. So these are the basically and based on this article that you can see in the slide, which is called the social implication of the internet, published in Annual Review of Sociology. Is one of the key, foundation key scholars and one of the essential reading to understand the social implication of the internet and how we can reflect in the mediated space or in the mediated youth culture. So primarily there are 5 domains. There might be some other domains. Just I like to highlight 5 domains based on this scholars' suggestion. The first is inequality and digital divide, and community and social capital, political participation, organizations and other economic institutions, and cultural participation and cultural diversity. So you can just reflect youth and mobile media based on these 5 domains. For examples, so digital divide, what does it mean? Being a young media users, we may not have equal access to digital device, right? So for example, take an example of among your peers or students who are at Monash University, they may not have equal access to digital device. Or let's say if they have access, but still there might be some inequality in terms of skill, right? So the debate or inequality can take place in a different level in terms of accessibility or the way they use and what types of skill they have. So we need to make sure what types of benefit you are as a young mobile, as a youth, to what extent you are getting benefited out of use of your mobile media, for example. So if there is an inequality or divide, so you can, as a you need to ensure what types of inequality you have. And then the community and social capital. Social capital, it means the social connection that you have. And the social media or the digital media or mobile media has been quite influential or central in order to strengthening your social connection or connectivity that help to boost your social capital or social resources. So for example, if you have a mobile media, you can communicate with your friends, your family members, or anyone from across the world so that you can have a connectivity that can help your social or in order to form a community or social community or social connectivity with anyone that you want to, you are interested to communicate with someone, right? So again, the mobile media has been quite significant and play a significant role in order to facilitate the social connectivity of the social community. And thirdly, political participation. So you can see here the many examples in a few years ago in Hong Kong, recently in Bangladesh, and many parts of the world in Asia. So you can see the young society have been central in using media or social media platforms in order to mobilize people for political or civic participation or civic movement. And then organizations and other economic institutions. So you can see here including the Monash University and many other institutions or in commercial institutions or organizations. They have been transformed through digital media like mobile apps or a website or blogs. So everything are digitally transformed. But the young consumer have been central of the central or the main targeted audience of those digital transformations. So, for example, as a Monash University, as a student, you have access to the Monash apps or Monash website, everything. So the young society or young consumer have been a central of this market of the organization of economic institutions. And the digital and social media have been quite central to facilitate such a production and consumption of their product. And finally, cultural production and cultural diversity. So again, so social media and mobile media like facilitate cultural diversity. It likes a transnational cultural flow among the audience. Let's give you an example of K-pop from Korea to Bollywood to Hollywood, right? So there's a diversity, a diverse set of culture where the young consumer have been central of consuming, producing, or reproducing, or consuming such cultural production on digital platforms. So again, this is the 5 domains from the more societal social perspective that the young has been a center of the mobile media production, consumption to social connectivity. So, and then based on these 5 domains, I have just prepared some topics that could be useful to understand how youth have been involved with the mobile media or digital technologies. So you can have a look during tutorials. Your tutor will explain and will give some examples based on this, and you can have a look on some resource list to find out more about for topics. So to sum up, mediated youth culture are dynamic, is constantly evolving with advancement of digital technologies, for example, social media platforms, and also the societal norms. And as a young people continue to navigate this mediated environment, they are shaped by the broader culture and society in profound ways. So they shape technology and they shape their culture at the same time they are shaped by the cultural production. So it's kind of a mutual way of consuming and producing the digital culture. And then finally, understanding this culture is essential for addressing the opportunities and challenges that arise in a media saturated world. So and during tutorials, you will have some case study exercise, and it will help you to understand the complexities and underlying challenges, the issues that you have being a young media consumer, and it will help you to understand for your media task to get some idea how we can produce a creative digital platforms. So during tutorial, your tutor will help you to understand the content, and also you will be involved in case study activities, and then finally you will be provided detailed instructions for your assessment too. All the best. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you next. Bye.